Here are the 20 moments when animals asked people for help. An early morning venture turned into a life-threatening scare for one young lioness in western India's Somnath village. After the 6-hour operation, villagers rescued the lion with the help of ropes and a cage after it fell into a 20-foot deep well. This Croatian crow sought out help from some humans in opening up a bottle of water for a quick drink. It took the humans a bit to catch on. Smart crow. This elephant was in so much pain, he walked right up to the doctors to ask for first aid. Named Pretty Boy, this targeted elephant was shot in the head. The elephant was then tranquilized and given an x-ray that showed a deformed bullet in his skull.
Ever forgets? Let's hope this one does.
After firefighters had extinguished a burning house, this guy went into the home to survey the scene for anyone or anything that needed rescuing. Upon entering a room, he found an unconscious kitten lying on the floor. He immediately grabbed the cat, rushed outside, and managed to resuscitate it with an oxygen mask and a bottle of cold water. In this video, about 20 magpies whose heads are wedged in a metal fence received help from a human. The birds landed on the fence and apparently slipped, ending up with their heads stuck between the rails with no way to escape. This dog fell into the frozen river in Amsterdam. Thanks to the brave woman who jumped into the water to save the life of a helpless dog. The woman swam up to the dog, gently grabbed him, and supported him. Another man jumped into the water to help the woman. This dog was struggling to survive. She was drowning in the well, clinging desperately to the rocky sides of the well to keep herself afloat. The rescuer lowered himself down the well. Then he was able to scoop her into a large net. His team pulled her back up carefully. This guy was enjoying an afternoon on the lake when he suddenly saw something thrashing in the water. As he got close, he realized that it was a young deer struggling to stay above the water. Without any further delay, he grabbed him out of the water.
She's alive. Yeah, she's definitely alive. She's just exhausted and terrified, I'm sure. She's done for. Go softy. I don't mind taking her home. Yeah, I'll take care of her. Bring her back. We're not gonna leave her.
This old man got an uninvited guest, what appears to be a group of hungry raccoons, at his door on a snowy night. The kind man decided to step out into the freezing weather with a basket full of hot dogs on his lap to feed them.
Holy smokes! Oh my God! I'm wall-to-wall raccoons. Oh my God! This is crazy.
In the other parts of the world, people get giddy when they see a few cows in the distance. In Russia, they literally feed massive bears directly from their windows. This brave man has filmed the moment he and his friends fed scraps of meat to a hungry bear in the Russian wilderness. This heartbreaking video of a koala will leave you teary-eyed. The video shows a firefighter helping a thirsty koala affected by the tragic bushfires in Australia. Hats off to this fireman for his bravery and kindness. Here is something more heartwarming. This thirsty koala, suffering from the soaring temperatures in South Australia, was helped out by a group of cyclists who stopped to offer it a drink from their water bottles. This video shows the desperate marsupial climbing onto the frame of a bicycle to get a better sip.
Has anyone got any more? He's so thirsty.
This youngster orca found herself beached upon the rocks. As the tide went out, spectators realized that she was indeed in mortal peril and called for help. Rescue workers struggled to keep the whale cool and moist. After approximately 8 hours, this killer whale was free and joyously swam back out to sea to join her family.
Yes! Oh my god.
This diver gets a surprise visit from a sea turtle while in the ocean. The animal appeared to be curious about the diver, but it turned out that it also needed a little help. There was a mollusk that had latched itself onto the turtle's back and needed to be removed. This wildlife rescuer attempted to free the youngster stuck in a chain-link fence on the banks of the River Thames. However, the cygnet's angry dad began attacking him as he worked. Swans are very protective parents, and they can be very aggressive to protect their young. If you've ever left sports gear out after playing at the cottage, this video will make you think twice next time. This little fox cub was tangled in a soccer net, unable to wriggle free. Luckily, the Wildlife Aid Foundation came to its rescue. After the cub is finally free, the man gives it a quick massage to ease any numbness in its limbs.
Wildlife comes across, which we just don't consider to be hazards. Very tight around his neck there, really, and it's a scary thing, and the sad thing is that 70% of fox cubs.
A common struggle nowadays for antlered and horned animals is having them stuck in fences or wires. Luckily for this goat, it was found and lent a helping hand so that it could escape from its unfortunate predicament.
Handsome billy goat. Handsome billy goat. Well, that's the piece that goes. That's the hammock that goes to that tree.
This diver couple was lucky enough to witness this manta ray rescue on their scuba trip to the Philippines. A fishing line had sliced right through the ray's wing, but after several attempts, their dive guide finally managed to remove it. This video shows a chase of one penguin's life as it scrambled to evade a killer whale making a run on it. The tourists watched for minutes as it tried to outswim the whale. Then, the penguin made a miraculous turn and attempted to propel itself into a dinghy. On the second attempt, it's saved by someone on board.
They finally gave up though, leaving the penguin safe with his new friends.
The video shows crowds of people gathering around the 7 whales stranded on a beach as they work together to push it back into the sea through the waves. The most important element of the rescue operation was to keep the orcas hydrated while using ropes to drag them back into the sea. They managed to send 6 orcas back to sea. That's about all for animals that asked people for help. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with such interesting future videos here.